3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. Okay, guys, I think we're live. Okie dokie, I think we're live. Welcome to the stream.
Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
So as you can tell, we're at the castle today. Nice. So I'm just going to check a few things before we get kicked off. Just make sure my microphone level is good, which it seems to be. Maybe just bump it up a fraction. 1, 2, 3. Maybe a bit there. Maybe not there. Oh, that's okay. We're gonna go there. Yep, all good. Okay, let's get started. As you can see, we're at the castle today. And I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I thought I'd do some building today, live. So either go well or it'll go completely wrong. So I hope you're well. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the Commonwealth. I'm looking forward to this today. I've got a few ideas that I want to do. And I actually quested in the castle quite a number of weeks ago, and I haven't done a thing with it. So today we're going to start a build and see where we get to. So I'm just going to load the building menu up and we'll get started. There we go. So Radio Freedom's going to annoy us like heck all day. So you can see we have no food, we have no water, we have minimal power, so we're going to fix that up today. So let's get started, and I'm going to first of all fix up the power issue with this area here. What should we build with? I think brick today, and we'll use those. Yeah, I'm going to put a foundation in here and then we'll go from there. So very important when you're building, just to get the foundation, the first piece completely right. If you don't get this right, it'll completely stuff up the rest of your build. So push that up a little bit. So I have an idea for this power station here. I was actually playing I was watching something on YouTube the other day, which was Red Dead Redemption. And I saw a building in that game, and I thought, that'd make a great building for something in Fallout. So I'm going to build it and make it a power station today. So okay, can we move that? Yes, we can. But we have to unhook it first, don't we? Yep, here we go. Put that over there for now. Hope you're well. I'd like to know once you join the stream, if you let me know where you're from, it'd be good. Okay, so we're going to put a wall in here, and we're going to need a door there, because we're going to do something a little bit different here. Okay, cool. Is that going to go in there? Come on. Cool. And if you've seen my build with the detective agency, Valentine's Detective Agency, you would have seen this little thing I'm about to do. Okay, that all looks good. Unfortunately with these pieces, they don't have any windows, but that's okay. Okay, all good. So we're going to put this back in here now. Cool. And we'll hook this back up. So we're not quite yet. So we're going to put a generator in here, but we're going to put a large generator in here, and I think we'll get rid of a few of those. So let's find the generators. Is that dog meat that's making a weird noise? There we go. Put that generator in, hopefully, if it fits. Come on. Come on, fit in there. I want you to fit in there. Weird that that's not going to sit down. So we might just have to persuade it. Here we go. That'll do. Put it in there like that. Okay, cool. Put that like that. And we will... Now, I don't know if you've seen the wire glitching tool before, the wire glitching trick before. Get behind the wire and just glitch it straight in. There we go. Cool. Now that should have fixed the power. Yep, there we go. 30 power straight away. Okay. Now the building doesn't look real interesting at the moment, so we're going to make it a little bit more interesting, I think.
Nothing to report. Keep it
Okay,
for
what are we
updates.
going to do? Yep, we'll put some pieces on the front, like that, and one more. So, Radio Freedom is going to annoy the heck out of you today, but I'm sorry, I can't do much about that. Why don't I put a little riff on? Here we go. And you can see I might have to put one on, so it's not going to, for some reason it's not going to snap to that, so we've got to find a solution for that. Okay, so we'll try the different pieces that we have. Might actually try a floor piece first and then see if that works. No, nothing's going to work. Okay, so we're going to have to glitch that in. Unfortunately, never mind. Hi. Now, I don't know if you've built at the castle before, but there is already some water, some power generators and water already set up for you. So I'm going to go down there in a minute. I'm going to build a little area down there too, and that's not going to snap. That's unusual. So maybe we've done it a bit too far. So yeah, that's probably what it is. It's always good when you're building just to try and get that, as I said, to get that first piece right, and then the rest should just flow on from there. So see if that will snap now. There we go. Cool. That's what I wanted to see. And then we'll do this. Yep, that works. Snap, snap, snap. Okay, so we're going to do a different piece there, but we'll come back to that in a second. Now, we might just turn that around, seeing everything's running that way. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. Okay. So now I want to put some posts in, but I wonder if I've got these different posts, or I'm going to go and have to find them.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting
See if we
all
can
day,
find them.
all across the
Will
Commonwealth.
that fit in there?
Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
It will fit there. Why won't it fit there? And it doesn't matter. I do have slightly different posts here, but they're buried somewhere. I wonder if they're in vanilla extensions. Let's go and have a look, eh? Yep, there they are. That's the ones I want. What do they look like? Maybe turn them around. No, they've got four side. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work. So when you're designing and when you're building, sometimes it's just a case of having a look, see what works, see what doesn't work. So we'll just go with the standard post, I think. So we're back to where we are. So sometimes that happens, you just go with the first plan. But you have to at least try things. There we go. One there. And that should do, I think. Yep. Okay, so what we're going to do next. Sorry, you're seeing the inner workings of my brain today, but which is probably a bit scary. But let's put a fence up here. Yeah.
Stay safe out there.
There we go, like this. Put another one on this side. Like this. Yep. We've got a single one in here, I think. And I like that look of, I love that look of, hey, C14, you asked for live building, you got live building, bud. Hope you're well, mate. What's going on? Okay. One there. And we'll put one there. Okay, so we're going to maybe make this a little bit of a garden area and put some food on there, since they haven't got any food yet. So I think what we will do, these are great if you haven't used the vanilla extensions before. Nice little mod. It's not going to snap there, is it? Sometimes what if you can get it snap there, snap it in, and then there you go. It's going to work, I think. There we go. There you go. Snap there, and then take that one out, and that fixes it up. Like, he's looking a bit bemused, isn't he? He's going, what the heck's going on here? Some guy's building some stuff. I'll give you something to do in a minute, mate. Just hold on. Yeah, I hate when it does that. You see how that went into place and it didn't? Yeah, okay. Come on. You're going to go away. Come back later, mate. I'll have something for you to do, okay? So Z, we're building, so we started today with this little power area, and then we'll see how we go. So the castle I haven't done anything with. You can see the walls are still untouched. There's big gaps everywhere, so we've done absolutely zippo here. So we'll see how we go. Okay, so I think in somewhere in here, once this, there we go. I have, where is it? There, Nuka World, and we want to find Dry Rock Gouch, and I want to find these hitching posts here. Just chuck these in here. Okay, cool. That goes in there. We'll put another one there, eh? It's alright. What are you up to today, Z? How's life down south? Okay. It's looking like something now, a bit better than it was. Okay, so let's give that a little bit more depth, I guess. I'll put a roof on too. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we'll put those on first. See what it looks like. No, come on. Don't know if I like that or not. Anyway, let's go up the stairs. This will help us build up here. Put another one up in there.
It's 8 a.m.
We might make that a little area that you can get onto later.
Right across the Commonwealth. Stay safe
Okay.
out there.
Looks okay. What do you think? Have you got any suggestions for what we want me to build here? I don't know how good it'll go, but we can give it a go. We can give it a try. No problem. Okay, so put a roof on. So we need to take that out first. I probably needed to put those pieces on. Oh no, it will snap in. I love these block pieces from Workshop Rearranged. I think they have them in USO too, but they're it just gives a little bit of a different look that you don't normally see around the place. Okay. So we've given it a little bit of an alleyway a la Diamond City. Now, what we need to do to make it more electrical powery station looking is to put one of this in. There we go. Is it going to sit there now? I'd like to move that across a bit. Come on. I saw ya. Come on. Yep. Nah. That's better. Here we go. Snap straight to that. Cool. What am I stuck on? I'm stuck on the fence. That will happen a lot today, just warning you. Yeah, how's your build going in Nuka World? Alright so far, man? Yeah, I think the whole East Coast's a bit wet and coolish at the moment. It was certainly cold up here yesterday. For those of you that don't know, I live in Sydney. And Z is in Victoria, which is a bit further south. I think that's right, isn't it, Z? And we are, as opposed to the Northern Hemisphere, we're in the Southern Hemisphere, so it's winter here now, or it's starting to come into winter, and so yeah, it's just chilling down a bit for us. Although it doesn't get too bad in the winter here. Okay, what do we need to do next? Why don't we put some food in here, and then it'll give the settlers something to do. So what are we gonna go with? Put some corn in. Let's see. Yep. There we go. That should keep the settlers a little bit happier. I like to do this so it looks kind of authentic. So maybe it's my OCD too, but kind of put them in rows like that. Yep, that looks alright. Little garden for the somebody to get some work done. Okay, come this way. Come and do some work. That got very glitchy then. It got a frame rate drop.
This is Radio Freedom,
okay.
Broadcasting all day.
Okay, so we need to put a little office in here, I think. And now for some reason I can't. I might have to go at my build menu and come back in. That was the menu stuck for some reason, so I apologise. I'll have to reboot my menu, and now my menu takes forever to reboot, so we'll see how we go. So hope you're enjoying the builds that have been put up on the channel. The one I've just put up this week with the Friday the 13th build was heck of a lot of fun. But here we go. Cool. Okay, so we need to put a desk inside. So that would be in tables. And I love how this is organised. Your menu might look a little bit different because once you put workshop rearranged in, the mod developer organises it really nice for you. So first ever Raider build for me. How's the Raider build? How are you going with Raider builds? I've actually tried a couple lately. I've got one that I've done in Starlight, and I haven't posted that video yet. Yeah, the fence. Is that like a red rocket at Nuka World? I'm sure that if that's the settlement you're talking about, it looks like it's huge. Like putting a fence around, it's probably going to take you quite a while. Okay. Yeah. So if you're building, guys, if you're building a utility room like that, or electrical room, whatever you wanted to call it, I'd usually do it pretty much the same nearly every time. Need a chair in here. Yeah, this is pretty much my formula that you're seeing, and most of my utility rooms are much the same. I have the generator there, and then I tend to have some junk around it that is very workshop orientated, I guess is the best way to put it.
This is Radio Freedom.
Sorry about Radio Freedom.
All's quiet across the Commonwealth.
As you know,
Stay safe out there.
if you've built the castle before, there's not much we can do about that. It just continues. You can't really switch it off unless you switch the power off. Put a couple of lockers in here. Okay, one of those is not straight though. And you know what I'm like when it's not straight. Okay, cool. Okay. You could put a bench in there. It is a tight little area. I don't know why I'm getting frame rate issues, but it seems like it's getting very framey in there. Anyway, we'll persist. You know, I haven't got anything built here as such, so I like these ladders that lean up against the wall. I really do like them. I use them a lot, this one, so we're going to stick that in here too. And so yeah, you just chuck all these kind of bits and pieces in. It sort of works. There we go. And really, maybe put a computer or something on the desk, and then you're done. I'm not gonna do too much today because I don't think it's. You don't want to see me decorating all day. You want to see me building. So, where would the electronic signs be? Safety signs, maybe. Yeah. Put that on here, eh? Just to break it up. And this is a thing I like to do a little bit, is just have a few signs there just to make it look. It just breaks it up, and as you can see, it just kind of. Yeah, we don't want any of those. Just breaks it up and makes it look a little bit more. I guess natural. Yeah, we might put that one up there. Will that fit? No, doesn't want to fit there. Okay. Put it inside it. There we go. Cool. And I'm going to get stuck on everything because I've built all these barriers now. Anyway, that happens. Up there. Is it going to clip up there? Come on. You know you want to. It's weird that that doesn't want to go on there. Okay, we'll put it down there then. Didn't want to put a sign up the top. Okay, and I think we'll put our favourite lights in here. I think that it works here. So this G2M mod is fantastic if you haven't seen it before. I'm using it quite a bit, specifically for these, and Z probably knows exactly what I'm about to do. There we go. And we might put one just there. And usually, you know, that it's what you accessorize the building with rather than the building itself when you're building. So how are you finding CVA at the moment? See, I started to play around with it, and then I took it off because I don't know. I think because I couldn't see everything that was in there. I kind of find it hard to work with. Okay, so we're going to do something here now. Show you a little trick. So I want to hook up though. I wanted to get rid of those generators where the radio is. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put a little conduit on the floor like that. Okay. And I'm going to link that to that. Okay, and then I'm going to run over here. I'll put the door back on in a minute, and I'm going to put another conduit there, and I'm going to put a post in here. You do not have to put a post in here if you don't want to. I just decided to. Okay, So we're going to take Radio Freedom offline for a minute. Whew, isn't that good? And now what we're going to do, we're going to run back in here, and you have to get behind the conduit and behind the wire, get as close to the wire as possible, the connection to the conduit. Click once. Oh, get out of the way. Run across here. Click on that, and look at that. The wire's connected. Now sometimes you have to go out the menu and come back in before it'll connect. But there you go. If you like to have wires kind of running seamlessly through your settlement, you don't have to rely on... See, I'm going to have to do it again here. You don't want them hanging around all over the place and being exposed. That's how to do it. There we go. And we're going to have to run this one more, I think. Which doesn't want to hook up for some reason. So we've silenced Radio Freedom. Oops. So I forget where the other point is here. So that's how to do it. It should link this one up. For some reason it's not. So, there it is. So we'll do the same again. Now if you really wanted to be, if you're really being fussy here, you could actually run a conduit. So we might do that again. But conduit, I'm going to have to go out because I've done the glitch. Sometimes it does this. Do that. Do that. I'm going to get rid of that. And then we'll run it underneath. Here we go. I guess that's a little bit more tidy, but it's so Radio Freedom hasn't come back on, but that's okay. We'll fix that up later. Don't worry about it. Let's put the door back on. Okay, all good. So how are we going so far? We've got 6 people, 6 food, 0 water. So I think that's the next thing we're going to do, is we're going to go and fix up the water. 5 beds. Okay, we can fix the bed situation real quick. What are you doing, dog mate? Anywho, never mind. We'll just drop a bed in here for now. Or at least make them a little bit happier. There we go. Boom. Okay. So I'm not sure if you're aware, if you've been to the castle before, I'm sure you are. We will, over here, there's a water purification set. There it is there. And, oh, ouch. So, that should all be linked up now. That should... Okay. Is there a boot off? What am I stuck on? You have to switch it on? No, it should be all linked up. So we're gonna go back and try and trace this through, and then we're gonna come back and do a little bit of building here, I think. So running. Here we go. And a lot of people don't realise there's actually quite a huge area to build at the front of the castle. I know a few people have done it, but not too many. So now it might be that we need to put another generator in here. Where's power? 20 power. Okay. We can just drop a generator down there for that. This should all be linked though. So this is the stuff that takes time, guys, when you're building. It's suddenly Yeah, CVE. I know. I've got it installed, but that's the reason I basically I'm not using it at the moment, because you're right. There's just you gotta activate those menus, and then you gotta remember where everything is. And oh, I know what the problem is. Silly Billy. We gotta switch this on. Watch Radio Freedom come to life. Here we go. Couldn't figure out why that wasn't working. I'm not used to having pylons with switches. No, I think CV is good. I think it's great mod. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a great mod, and it just gives you so much things in the game. But you know, I think you're right. If they organised it a little bit better in it, and I believe what I've heard, and what I've heard a couple other YouTubers talk about it and saying, is that the reason that it's organised with the lights as such has got a lot more to do with they were using it, I think, with Creator's Kit or something, and they didn't want to crash the game, so that's why it's organised the way it is. That should now have power, and it does. No, and so you know, they basically, the mod wasn't designed for anybody to use. It was just for their own use, and they've released it. And so you know, the reason you switch the menus on and off is to stop things crashing or causing you problems. But like you say, you got to just remember where everything is, which for me, I can't remember where everything is now. So sometimes, I do like it, but I just find it difficult to use personally. I know a lot of people use it, and I'm not saying bad things about CVE, but it's, for me personally, it doesn't work for me. So just use what I've got. What can we build here, guys? Any ideas? That actually is that sitting outside the boundary or not? It is sort of, isn't it? Can we build? Okay, let's, before we do that, let's build a little bit of a foundation and work from there. So, have you got a number of ideas for your settlement in Nuka World as far as raiders go, or are you just building the fences and then trying to figure out from there what to do? Z? That's a good idea, actually. That's a great idea that you write it down, and so you don't forget where everything is. It's actually a good idea. I intend to do that a lot, and I just keep forgetting. I was actually building, I have a new build coming up in Starlight, and I had one space that I thought, there is a certain thing that I end up using, and I thought I'd used it somewhere else in Starlight, and I thought, oh, that would be perfect for what I'm building. Yeah, couldn't find it. Ended up, I probably spent an hour looking for one piece. I think that pipe there is interfering with that placement. So let's see if we can select all. Put this somewhere else. Yeah. See how that went? See how that when I selected it went red? I'll do it again. Yeah, you know that you're going to have a problem placing it when that happens. So, okay. So I want to place there, okay. This thing with some of these tight little areas, sometimes it will fight you a little bit. Thank you, Bethesda. I don't know if you've built in some of the settlements. There we go, and then suddenly it'll click in. But some of the settlements that do have water, I don't know if you've built out, but you can actually build out quite a fair way with some of them. I'm thinking Norhagen Norhagen Beach is quite good for doing that. You can actually build a fairway into the water. Really. Okay. So I think we're making progress now. And again, it's one of those things that it's looking alright. Nah. Ooh, where did that come from? Obviously I put the wrong thing in. Watch it fight me now. Okay. Oh, yeah, and sometimes it's, with getting things like this in, it's the angle you're looking at them too. So I don't know if you've come across that issue before. Okay, so cool, like that. So what we might do is now yep, so we'll do that. Ooh, it's going to fight me here, isn't it? So should we do this? Sorry, you're seeing the inner workings of my brain today, and it's probably not pretty. We might do this actually. There are the steps. Is that going to snap to there? It is. Nice. These are great. If you've seen I'm sure you have. You've seen that riverboat build that I did. These are great. There we go. And so now we can we attend to that? Yeah, we're still a bit far out, so we might put another. Use these. Maybe just to get over there. Yep, that works for me. So now we've got to find these posts, don't we? There. So it looks as though at least it's supported. Welcome to the stream. I see we have a new person just joined us. Sorry, I'll apologise straight up. You'll see the inner workings of my brain today, which is a little bit dangerous, but we're at the castle today, and I'm doing some live building. Well, it's good. At least it's always good when you're building a settlement to at least have some kind of plan going in, and see where it goes from there. A lot of the time sorry, Z is in the chat for the person that's just joined. Z's in the chat and he's building at Nuka-Cola World, and he's building a raider settlement, so he's just giving us, if you read the chat you'll figure it out. Yeah, it's always good to have a plan, but then sometimes it's good to just improvise as well, I think. It's always good to go in with a plan and then go from there. What I was going to say is, with me, I tend to have a plan, and then ideas will grow from it, and where you start is not always where you finish. So, okay, come on. I saw you. Right. Okay. Yep. So I think we'll make a little. Why don't we make a little shack for somebody that might be looking after the water purification here, but we don't want to make it too big. I think we'll make it a bit scrappy, I think. So that one? Yep. Should make it, how big do we want to make it? That's 3, maybe we'll make it 2. Yep. Okay. So far so good. So guys, if you haven't built here before, it's worth having a go. It's like I said, a lot of people just don't realise that you can build in this particular area of the castle. Come on. I saw you go in. There we go. And what else? Steel. Yeah, we might do this. We might put a couple of these little ones on. I like to do this a lot because it breaks up the overall look. And it's not a wall. If you use a couple of little walls, it's not one that you can actually, that's stock standard there. Okay, here we go. You might start a vault. You know what, that's something that I haven't built, is a vault. And to be honest, I don't know, it's something that I really haven't got too much of an inclination to do. And I've seen a lot of people build vaults, and I don't know, there's a lot to building a vault, I think. So I prefer to do these kind of builds. Okay. So guys, I'm at the castle today. If you just joined the stream, thanks for joining and supporting the channel. If you've got some ideas for me, things that we should build at the castle, leave a comment in the chat. I'm happy to try anything. Okay. So I've come in with maybe do that last actually. I've come in with a couple of ideas here that I had before the stream started, what I could do here, and then we'll see what happens from there. So these pieces here, what are they called? Shack outer walls. The bed fits perfectly into there. So there we go. So the idea, guys, if you've just joined us, is that this is the guy's looking after the water purification centre, and this is his house. So okay, cool. What else can we put in here? Well, he needs a little bit of a... Often I think when you're building C2, if you can, when you're building an area, like this is the guy, we want to say that this is the maintenance guy for the water purification centre. If you have that in mind, then start designing your dwellings with, you know, just think who lives there. At least that works for me. It might not work for you, but think who lives there, and then use that as your decoration. Influence, I guess, is the right word. Welcome to the stream, guys. Gaming for XP, and we're at the castle today. We're just winging it today and seeing what happens. So what's he going to need in here? He's going to need something to cook on, I guess. So should we put a barbecue out here like that for him to cook on? Oh no, I know what we'll do. We'll put this in. Come on. This likes to sit on the floor for some reason. I don't know why. Funny with Place Anywhere too. You sometimes you'll do this and it won't straight away. It won't fit there, and as soon as you use Place Anywhere, it'll go green. Not today though, for some reason. Okay, so he's got a little bit of a cooking pot there. Need to give him some furniture, I guess. To welcome to the stream, guys. If you've just joined us, we're at the castle. Sorry for the guys that are already in here and heard me say that about 300 times already, but. Just doing a live build and seeing what happens. So it might go horribly wrong, it might not. And if you want to leave me some suggestions of what I can build in the castle, please do so. We're building in an area that not a lot of people, I guess, come down and build in. which is the sorry for radio freedom. That's going to annoy the crap out of you all day, but never mind, it's nothing much I can do about it. Okay, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time decorating in this stream, so we'll put a door on it for now, and we will come back, and I might put a separate video out at some point later in the week if I've got time, just to show you some of the decoration and stuff. So now see if this works. I love this particular, there we go, cool. Maybe put another one on the other side, what do you reckon? SOE, and I don't think I've seen this lantern anywhere else, although I did actually find one that does this, and I can't remember where it is. Which is pretty normal. Okay, so little shack, little maintenance shack. Anyhow, you can, of course you would, if you were doing this in your building, you know, it doesn't look like much at the moment, so one of the things that you can do is to start to put stuff in front of this, just to make it look a little bit more interesting. So these barrels are always good for that, or the boxes or whatever. You know, you might do something like this. And what I like about Fallout, and what I like about Bethesda, is that they will put random things in when you're building, and so don't be scared just to put something that is completely random here, and that, you know, looks as though it doesn't fit, but you just chuck it in anyway. So we'll put these railings on just to make it look a little bit more authentic. We've got little railings. I don't think we have. Okay, that's not going to work there. We need single railings there, but I'll try and find them for somewhere else. Yep. Okay, that all works. And you can see just these little elements start to change the overall look of the place. Now here's a tip. If you're building and you find that you have an area like this where you want to put railings in and nothing is working, these ones from the concrete tab, for some reason, place pretty much everywhere. So they're kind of go-to, and there you go. So, you know, we'll spend a bit more time off stream decorating this up. I always like to put an old man's bench in here though, for some reason. Just give it that boardwalky feel. There we go. Now, one of the issues that I do see is, here we built a little shack and stuff here, how we can't get up to the castle. So let's see if we can figure out a way of getting up to the castle now. And what I'm thinking is we might build a little kind of walkway or something here, if it will let me place. Yes, it will.
It's getting dark out there.
Oh, it's getting dark. Should we go and sleep? I think so. I think we'll go and sleep because it's getting dark, and luckily we have a bed here. So it's only 7:30. So I think we'll build a little bit of a platform stairway to go up to the. Welcome to the stream if you just joined us. Sorry, you probably joined us at the most boring part of it, where we just slept, but... Oh, okay. Hi. I wonder where he came from. So, we're at the castle today. I quested with the castle quite a while ago, and I have done absolutely jack zero to it. So, I thought I would just... If I was going to build somewhere, this made perfect sense that this would be the place. And so we're just improvising today and seeing what happens. It could all go horribly wrong. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Sylvon. Sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for supporting the channel. I hope you enjoy the stream. I hope you get some ideas, and this is the reason why I like to do this for you guys. You can, if it all goes horribly wrong, you can blame Z because he was the one that or she was the one that requested it. No, I'm kidding. Totally kidding, mate. I'm very pleased that you made that suggestion because it's something I haven't done, and probably I should, given that we are a building channel as such. Is this going to snap there? Yes, it is, but we're going to have to put a little platform up there. Okay, that's fine. That works. We'll figure that out. So we're really figuring things out on the fly here, guys. But isn't that the way we all build in Fallout? Nobody has the perfect plan. Okay, so okay, I've got to think about this for a second, which could be dangerous. Okay, so I like to use these narrow ones. They should all snap to each other. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Stairs can be tricky, I'm not gonna lie. Just working out the flow of them. Okay, I know what we can do. We put that one up above. Stuck. Okay. I haven't fallen off yet, but I'm going to jinx myself by saying that I haven't fallen off. Silver and neon, then mix them. Thank you so much. I do apologise if I got it wrong, but yeah. Welcome to the stream anyway. What are you up to today? I'd be interested to know where you're about in the world. If you want to tell us that, that's fine. If you don't, I understand. So, if you have any ideas for what we can do at the castle, let me know. We're totally winging it. I guess that works. Yeah. I think those stairs are a little bit narrow. So let's see if we can see if we're successful in. Why does it do that though? Snaps right in the centre. I want it to snap off to the side. Anyway. Not to worry. I may modify this later. We're not too far off the top here. I wonder if we build that way and then up, whether it would work. Welcome to the stream, guys. You can tell by the announcement where we are. Ooh, okay, so I'm going to have to put another one down there. Okay. So we're just working out how to actually get up to the castle from here. There we go. And I love these because they should snap together nicely. And as soon as I say that, you know it's not going to snap. There we go. This will probably almost get us up to the top here, guys. Okay. Come on, snap underneath. Come on. Please. Okay, we'll come back and fix that later. So far we've built this little Duvalaki here. So the idea that's water purification centre, and that's his little hut. We might put another purifier in there too. Anyway, I'm skipping ahead. So we're building a little bit of a platform. Hopefully we'll be able to get up to the castle in a minute. And I can show you what else we've built in the stream today. Okay. Is that setting properly? Yes it is. Will this ramp get up there? Or can we... Are we going to... I wonder... No, I don't think... We're not going to be that lucky, I don't think, guys. Come on. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to have to find a solution for that, am I? Okay. So I hope you're enjoying this. It's always good to see somebody else struggle building in Fallout. Or I could go that way. I think if we put another scaffolding piece in here, and then put one on top, might have to go out. So we made it so far, hooray, and we got stuck. So I'll do my standard thing where I start. Ooh, it's very bright, the sun today. How are we going to do this? Okay. Maybe just use that as a jump platform. What do you reckon, guys? We just jump straight down there. Okay. Can we do this? So, for those of you that haven't seen me build before, I use prefabs a lot, and I use them as a guide sometimes. Of course they won't snap to these, will they? Okay. So what we might have to do, I use them as a guide to help me build and visualize things. So what we might do, let's do this. Here we go. And so I use them a lot when I'm troubleshooting like this. And I don't necessarily leave them in as such, but it actually just helps. So that's something. It just helps me visualize things. And when you're building, you don't always get it right the first time. So actually that would work if I can get that to stick to there. Yep, okay. We're getting there. You always get things right the first time, and that's where it's good to show you sometimes not getting it perfectly correct. Because this will of course happen to you in your builds. And yes, I do cheat with Place Anywhere. I used to do all the glitching, and I guess I'm just lazy now. But you know, I just recently put out a video with some of the glitching that I used to do all the time. And actually done that at Markwater the other day. Glitched the roof on, and it took forever. That shimmering, if you get it, just click off it. The only problem with using it with Place Anywhere is sometimes it'll put it back in the original spot. So what I've actually found to do in that situation is to leave it for a couple of minutes and then come back and do it, and it actually works perfectly. Okay, so so I will support that at some point, but it should now give me the possibility of doing that. Okay, we're getting there, guys, figuring it out on the fly. Come on, here we go. Not the prettiest stairway you've ever seen in your life, but it works, who cares? Okay. And so we still got this issue here to figure out, but that's fine, that's easy. So what are we seeing in the chat? Sorry guys, I get a little bit involved. I wish Bethesda would add a whole lot of this stuff in as well. One of the things that I guess that's where the modding community comes in as well. That there's so much good stuff that the modding community add in, and it's a lot of the stuff that gets added into the game by the modding community. You almost sit there and think it should be in the game anyway. So we're going to do the old look as though it's supported trick there. So I don't know if you guys are for or against mods, but you know, I don't have a view on mods as such, but I think anything that enhances the game for you. And I guess with Fallout, because it's not a game that is co-op, I don't think it really matters. I think you play the game as you want to play the game. Okay. No idea what I was just rambling. I can't. I always like to define kind of areas like this. Now, I realise what's happened here. This is not straight, and so it's not letting me clip things to it for some reason. I don't know why it wouldn't be straight, because it's clipped onto that, but you can see it's kind of at an angle, so it should just clip straight into there. Anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Okay. Put one more. Okay, cool. And I think now we need to put the proper railings on. Yeah, I agree. I think again, I get what Bethesda was doing as such, because I think what we all forget is there are build limits, and Bethesda have put build limits in for a reason. I mean, I know if you're watching this, I would assume that you're a builder, or you want to build something in your settlement, and so you understand that Bethesda build it in a certain way to make the game function, and we as builders completely ignore that and want to build big, huge settlements and do all kinds of weird stuff, which I think they probably anticipated happening, but probably not to the extent it did. So I think probably the reason they haven't put a lot of things in the game is that it would just muck around with the build limits and maybe glitch the game out. Or, I don't know, that's my theory at least. But I think there's a lot, I think you would agree, if you've been building in Fallout 4 for a while now, there's a lot of things that they could have put in the game. Just real basic stuff. Anyway, the modding community came along and filled the gap, so I think it's good. It's always good, and I think I'd like to see them add a number of things in Fallout, the next Fallout, and maybe take notice, or at least take some of the modders' pieces and put them in the next Fallout. And that, for you, those this week on the channel, I'm going to start a number of builds that have been influenced by. I've been playing a bit of Fallout New Vegas lately, and what I've realised is there's a lot of elements in Fallout 4 that were in Fallout New Vegas. In fact, a lot of lights and posters and all kinds of stuff are pretty much the same, and so I think Bethesda is open to that, where they will they'll look at what the modders have done, and then they'll add those into the next game. So while we're talking about Fallout 5, in the chat, where would you like to see Fallout 5, or whatever it's going to be, whether it's Fallout New Vegas 2 or whatever, where would you like to see it set? I'm a little bit biased, I'd like to see it set here in Australia, but I don't think that's going to happen. Where do you think it's going to be? I know New Orleans has been kind of touted as a possible. So what I'm doing here is I like to have these little areas, these little areas, these little random areas that maybe you got halfway up or halfway down and you need to have a rest. And so these little communal areas, I like to have these just randomly put into the game, and they don't necessarily make any sense whatsoever. But yeah, it's all good. Okay, so what we could potentially do here, I don't know if it's going to fit, so let's see if it'll fit in here. Oh, I tell you where it will fit. Let's just see how big it is first. And this is what I mean by doing things on the fly. We could do that. Yeah, that works. So now we've got defensive area up here. It's completely unsupported. It'll probably fall over as soon as you step out there, but never mind. Okay, well, what are we going to do? Okay, yeah, we're going to put some railings on here, I think. This metal one I love. I don't know why, but it just, there we go. We'll do that. Cool. And let's mix it up a little bit, because I know some people like to mix it up a little bit. So, okay, so we've got a defensive area over there. That's good. And for those guys that weren't in the stream earlier, I'll show you what we created earlier. So, I probably have to put a wall in the back there. Yeah, I probably do. So we built this little Duvalaki here, and this is where the generator is. You probably can't see it, but there. Open the door. It's where the generator is. A little bit of an office and stuff. And we've wired everything through from that generator, and unfortunately Radio Freedom is up and running. Yeah, I think of course it is. See, yeah, I think I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it somewhere international, but I don't think that's going to happen at the next Fallout. I can't wait for it. I mean, this game is just such a great game, and here we are, what, about 18 months later, and you know, the support's okay. It's dropped a little bit, and if you're a gamer, you understand that that's going to happen. People move on, they finish one game, and they move on to the next. But I love the fact that there is a great little community of Fallout here, and it's very, very strong. And you know, so a lot of people still playing this game. It's how we like it. Is that going to? I don't think that's it. I probably should have put that in. Okay, might put that in later. So I think it's keeping us going for now, and I think that the fact that they put a building element into this is fantastic. It's held the longevity of the game. Okay, so I know what we're going to do next. One thing that I like to do with my defensive turrets or towers or whatever you want to call them is, and it's just a different look, and I've done this in Fort Bluff. I like to do this. These roofs actually fit perfectly on there. There we go. And it just changes the look a little bit, I guess. Sometimes though, getting them lined up can be a bit tricky, and then you will see some of my builds where they're not exactly straight, and I don't think that's exactly on, but that's fine. It's good enough. Okay. I think it's workshop rearranged too. I'll show you this. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but when you're climbing on things and getting up on things, look at these rails. I tend to fall off, so I like to put barriers so I minimise how many times I fall off. Well, that's looking like something, guys. Looking like something. I actually like this little area. I think there's more we can do to that, and I've just spotted something else I need to do. There's more we can do to this, but I guess just as building on the fly, I like this. Second Australia, welcome James. Yeah, I think I guess we're all biased because we live here, but I actually think there's a lot of neat things they could do with Fallout in Australia. I really do. A lot of neat things. I think there could be some very interesting enemies actually. Given how many dangerous creatures we have here. But welcome to the stream, by the way, Matt. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're not too disturbed by my brain and how it works and how things actually end up. Now, I've got to come up with some kind of... no, I know what we can do. We can use... Why don't we... I've got to come up with some idea to support that, or at least make it look as though it's supported. Not today, though. Our route... Oh, there we go. See why I put barriers everywhere? But I still managed to find ways of falling off. And now I'm stuck. Come on, up we go. Here we go, now we're better. Now you just got to take your time now. Where did I fall off? I fell off there, didn't I? We actually don't need that anymore. Let me take that away. And I think we need to put some... Welcome to the stream, guys. Drop bears. Very dangerous animals, drop bears. They love the old tourists, the old drop bears, don't they? So if you come to Australia, guys, if you ever want to visit, you're more than welcome, but be aware we have a lot of dangerous things here, and they do like the taste of a good tourist. I'm kidding, totally kidding, guys. If you just joined the stream, welcome. We're just building at the castle today, and we're talking about where potentially the next Fallout game might be set. So feel free to add your comments to the stream and to the chat. There's a unanimous vote for Australia right now, but I think that's probably got a lot to do with the fact that we're Australian heavy with a lot of people in the stream. And we love it. Would be just, I think it would be fantastic to have one here, but anyway, I think it's going to be somewhere like Chicago or New York or somewhere. I just get that feeling. Okay, what should we build next, guys? Come on, give me some suggestions. Can we put a support under there? While I'm thinking, if there are any things that you're kind of struggling with, yeah, that's not going to work, is it? If there's things that you're struggling with your own builds and you want to ask questions, please feel free to. I'll try and answer them if I can. I don't know everything, and I'm still very much learning, but if I can answer your questions, I'm more than happy to do that. Actually, that's a good idea. Come up with some names for... Come up with some names instead of super mutants and stuff like that. What would you call the creatures if it was in Australia? What would you call them? Now, I love this light. I don't know why I love this light, but I love this light for some reason. What should we put here? Why don't we put a desk here? Monty Python-esque light desk in the middle. And that's what I love about Fallout. You just can put random stuff in where it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but yeah, it sort of works. Should we maybe put it there? Yeah, that works better. And OCD kicking in, so I need to have it straight. It's just the way it is. Thanks for joining the stream. If you're late, yep, we see you too. So guys, we're just at the castle today. If you'd like to leave a comment in the chat about where potentially you would like to see the next Fallout be set, please do. We're having a discussion on that right now. And so far it's Australia, and Australia. And the Australians that are in the chat right now are just coming up with names for the creatures that they might include. But for those of you that don't know, I mean, we have pretty much every environment, and I guess what people would most hear about is the outback, Australia, you know, which is desert and whatnot. But what you might not know is we also have mountains. We also have snow here, believe it or not. Might find that. Might not associate Australia with snow, but we do have snow. And if we don't have snow, we we make our own, and we're pretty good at it. So yeah, it's leave a comment. I'm always happy to hear what people's ideas. I have no idea why I'm doing this here, but you know, I'm just trying to buy myself some time. A fuzzy Yao Guai. I can live with that. Giant kangaroos. Instead of death claws, you could have like mutated kangaroos, I guess. Okay, so should we put some propaganda up? Some Minutemen propaganda up? You know what we should put up, guys? It would be rude not to. I just realised. It would absolutely be rude not to. And we're probably going to lose half the stream in a minute, but never mind. Okay, come on.
It's 3 p.m.
Yep, there it is.
Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
There we go. Gotta have that flying. Sorry guys, but just has to be done. Okay. We're not biased at all. Is that going to sit on there? Come on, sit on there for me. It will sit on there. I saw it go green. Come on. There we go. Okay. What should we build now? Now, so how are we going? So defences we need some work on. So we need to assign some people to defences, really, don't we? And they've all run away. There they are. I can see you hiding over there. Don't run away from me. Alright. You're going to go up here. Ooh. Look at the frame rate drop. Okay. Thanks guys, thanks for all the suggestions in the stream. That's pretty funny. Okay. So what have we got? So this is the main gate here, isn't it?
Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
So that's the main area for the gate there. And what we really need to, most people will do this, we might just put some fencing in, or some walls. How far is the boundary here? It's quite far. We might just block up this area here for now. So I don't think anybody else wants. I think everybody agrees with us that maybe we have the next Fallout in Australia. I don't see. So I love these walls that they give us. Maybe in this one with the barbed wire on. I don't know if you've used these junk fences yet, but they are. I love them. They are great. So what I'm going to do, what a lot of people will do. Just put this down for a second. Is that in that one? A lot of people will do with it, obviously with the castle, is they will grab something like a concrete foundation piece, like this one, and they'll just block up this whole area right across. what I prefer to do is, that is kind of, for me, that's area that you can build under, and you could build a whole little lot of dwellings or shops or whatever. So one of the key things though is to try and figure out what height we need to be at to have a walkway across here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to do this with the prefabs and build a walkway, and then that will give me a guide to the height I need to get to. There we go. So that walkway, that's not going to stay there, but it's a guide for me just to figure out what height I need to get to. And then they're actually, when I look at that, they're actually pretty far outside that wall. So I'm probably babbling a little bit here now. So we're going to want to put a wall kind of. Should we build it outside the wall here, guys? What do you reckon? Or should we let that overhang? Actually, I like that overhang look. Okay. So there's a couple of junk fences, and I think this comes with one of the mods that I use. And by the way, I had a request on the channel, just when I'm thinking about it, I had a request on the channel the other day, or about a week ago, about my load order and what mods I use and stuff. So I've actually put together a video showing my load order and the mods that I use. So if you think that's going to be useful for you, keep an eye out for that. It should be up. I think I've got it up next Friday. It's up on the channel. It's not a very long video. It's but you know, if you struggle a little bit, as I have for a long time, getting the load order, and especially when you add new mods and getting that right, it can be a bit of a pain in the you know what. And so I thought it's a good video just to put up. Hopefully it will help people, and that's the intention of it. So you're still going in the stream. Oh dear. So what's James said, the overgrown funnel webs layer. Could you imagine trying to quest into something like that? My goodness. Yeah, that'd be pretty scary actually. So with these wall pieces, there are a couple pieces, and I think the Zamunja build that I've started and haven't done much with. See this, how the wall piece is angled, this one is straight. So just be aware of that, because I tend to like these straight pieces a little bit better. I did want to go green. It just, if you want that flush look, okay, come on. You know you want to go green. I saw you go green. We'll put these ones in because it makes it look like it's a little bit supported, I think, and I like that look. So if you are glitching in, and you could use the pillar to do this quite easily. The easiest thing to do is to run it through, and these wall pieces are good because they've actually got things on the top of the wall there. So these wooden pieces on the top of the wall. Now you see how that's shimmering a little bit? What to do is just click on it and click off it, and that fixed it. This one's doing the same. There we go. So I'll explain that a little bit more. So see where the barbed wire is? They have those little pieces sticking up. That can be a good visual reference for you when you're trying to line it up. I'm going to get rid of those. Probably get rid of that. And trying to, figure out what the height is. And I'll show you a little trick in a minute with this fence, what you can actually do with it. Should we put the same? That clicks right into there, but not as high. Okay, that's fine. So one of the things that I did come up with, because I was looking at these walls and I was looking at this little area in here, which I'll show you in a second. So that little ledge there, yep, and they will click onto that, but I wanted to use that in some way. So what I figured out is you potentially could use these floorboards if you wanted to make that a usable area, so on top of there, so like that. So what we might do is we'll find a longer one like that. Yep, just to make it look as though it's supported. I've got to find somewhere to put this down, or that's the only thing. Oh, there we go. So, what I came up with is you put these floor pieces in here, and of course now I'm looking at a different angle, so it wants to snap in, and I don't mind it sticking out from there. And this is it is fighting me a bit. There we go. Okay, and then what you can do, what I thought you can do, is stick a turret on it. There you go. And then you've got a little defense under the wall. There we go. And you're just utilising this and making it look as though it is something. So now I'm stuck outside, but that's alright. I don't know if you know this trick, but if you push on it and then release it, you can actually walk right around it. Yeah, I need that needs to go up a little bit, doesn't it? There, right there. Cool. These fences are good because they will snap. Yeah, I'm out west, man. I'm a Westie. That's where I am. How come you ended up down south then, if you were in Sydney for 8 years? Okay. So guys, I think I'm going to finish off this wall, and then I'll probably call it a day.
It's getting dark out there, people.
It's getting dark out there, people, apparently. See, I forget where I was in the menu. You're talking about CVA earlier, Z. I forget where I'm in the menu sometimes also. Let's use this one. I wish they... maybe it is in... So I've got two separate long ones. So if they got a... I don't know why they don't give us a straight one of these. Please. Mod developer, if you're watching. I would like a straight metal one, please. There we go. And one more. Should just about, probably two more. There we go. So, what you can do, the reason I've done it this way as opposed to any other way is this whole area now, you can put a walkway across like that, and then we can build some things in here, and we'll probably do that in the next stream. So what, ooh, so this is what, so that needs to come down. So always check that. What I want to do with the castle is I want to make it specifically a live stream build. And so I'm not going to, I may do some decoration on it during the week, but I'm not going to do any more than that with the castle. I'll leave it as a live stream. Oh, you're a crow eater. Okay. So I'm going to use the castle as a live stream build only, exclusively for the channel. So okay guys, I'm going to finish up there today. So well, let's just have a quick look at what we've done. So we've made a little bit of an electrical power room there. Done some stuff with started the walls there, and we've built quite a neat little area down the bottom here. Quick. There we go. And I think there's more that we can do down there actually. I think there's a lot more that we can build. We can possibly extend the... we can build the pier out a little bit more there, but we might do that next time. So guys, so I'm going to sign off now. I thank you all for supporting the channel. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. I really enjoy doing these. They're a lot of fun. I love the comments, so keep them up. And I'll catch you later, guys. And please check out the channel. Leave a like, leave a sub, and see ya.